Hello integrals and differentials, it's Dolt. Welcome back to my kitchen this Thursday, and today I'll be serving just a short guide on the cards I'm most afraid of. Because whenever you see me play against these cards, this is when I start sweating. This is when I start counting or adding up stuff because I have to be careful. When these cards go online, I'm just gonna start losing prizes. So we're gonna start off with the most defining card in the meta, Vespiquen. So you know about this card, is easy to make, very high win rate. So if you don't have one of these, definitely go for it. No shame, because she's very powerful. So you have to understand why. Now, the more cards in the discard, the stronger Vespiquen becomes. And now it is extremely easy to discard and power up Be Revenge with the right trainers. You have Sycamore, you have Ultra Balls, you have Battle Compressors, and I know internalized it. Worst case scenario, one turn, Vespiquen can one-shot you out. And that's possible. It's possible, not likely, but 2, 3, and 4, the more turns goes on, the more dangerous it becomes to face a Vespiquen deck. Now, I know there are evolution ones. When I see that, I was like, yeah, no way, that's easy. If I see Night March, I'm like, oh shoot, how many cards into this card pile? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's when I start counting. So when you make a deck, you have to make sure it beats this card, because this is the standard, guys. If you can beat a Vespiquen, you have a good deck. So moving on, what else I'm afraid of? I'm afraid of Sceptile. You know, when I see Sceptile, I'm counting how many energies you got. Is there an Aria dose down? Because that combo is pretty sick. I get poisoned, I take 130 damage, and it's only 2 turns. 2 energies to eat that kind of damage. So now I have to start counting how many hit points can I take, is he ready to go, and all that stuff. So I'm afraid of Sceptile. Now, those are the grass cards. Moving on, we have Fire. I can't believe I'm afraid of a Fire deck, but yes, I'm afraid of Entei, because it can power up in single turn. It can have immense hit points because it can shield itself with Flame Shield. You can put Hard Charms on it. You can put 2 items on it, so 2 of them with Flame Shield. What, 70 damage shield? So this could be hard to get rid of if they want to. Or you have Muscle Bands, then you can one-shot EX Pokemons. Heat Tackle, 170 damage, and instantly charges in 1 turn. A double colors energy and a Blacksmith. So when I see this card, I'm afraid of all those going together in 1 turn. So Entei, I'm scared of you, man. I'm scared of you. So moving on, we have Fighting Pokemon. Now, you can't really keep track of this because everything happens so instantaneously. You have Lucario, and you get a strong energy, that's 20 more damage. You got Machamps, that's 20 more for all of them. And you got Muscle Bands, Fighting Stadium. It can just juice up from so many different damage sources all in a single turn. And well, your active Pokemon is just dead. So I have this deck, I've shown you. I know this card is dangerous. So when I see it, I'm afraid because I know what I have to deal against. Now I can throw in, not you, Medicham, because of its ability, Barrage. You can attack twice. And what this means is cards that enhances damage are worth double. So a Muscle Band, instead of worth 20, is double, 40. Strong energy is just the same, so it one-shots my Pokemon. And that's why I'm afraid of it. It can do it very easily, very quickly. That's probably why I'm afraid of all these cards I'm about to tell you. So, moving on, we have Gardevoir. Saw it yesterday. Why am I afraid of it? It's hard, difficult to destroy. You can fully heal it with the Whimsicott, and later Max Potion is coming back, and it deletes all Pokemon pretty much in 1 shot very quickly. So when I see this, I gotta count, oh my god, how many energies are there? Is it ready to go? Does it have a Spirit Link? And that's when the sweat and the tears start coming out. So I'm afraid of Mega Gardevoir. Now, Veltal, 2 energies. And now I gotta start counting how many energies are split in between us, because that power is very easily to 2-shot Pokemons. And for 2 energies, that's a little cheap. And you know, it can even one-shot Pokemons if you overload it. And I know this card is free, it's running around everywhere, so when I see Veltal, I'm afraid of it. Now, Moving on, we have Golurk. Now, what Golurk is, it counts as psychic and fighting, but when you add its evolution buddies, it can one-shot you if you happen to be weakness or have a weakness to it. Now, I'm not too afraid of it because I know, oh, it's slow, it's slow. Wait, how many energies on it? This got double colors? There's a stadium going, and oh shoot. So when I see this, I'm counting the energies. I'm watching which evolutions are out because I'm gonna get KO'd by this thing, and that's why I'm scared of Golurk. Now, when I see Pumpkaboo, okay, this is a Night March card. We talked about Vesperquin. One KOs me, and the other one is Joltik. We don't talk about Lapen because nobody ever uses it. So Joltik, you see these cards, you start counting how many are in the discard because it's just gonna KO you. Now, I have Regice. This one, it's not too bad. Now the first attack is annoying because now he's like, oh please tails, please tails, please tails, don't be heads. Oh, it's heads and you're paralyzed, you can't move. And the next attack, if it works, then well of course it works. EX Pokemon's immunity, and I like EX Pokemons. Everyone likes EX Pokemon. They're so strong. So you gotta find ways. How am I gonna get rid of it? Do I need my side Pokemons or do I need a Hex Maniac? And it's because it causes a problem. Is you just gotta figure a way to deal with it. It's not too strong though, so it's easy to get past it if you put the right cards in your deck. So moving on, we have Metagross from Steel because, well, okay, if these become rampant, it's easy. You just get a red card, boom. But Machine Gun Stomp, now you're counting. Oh my gosh, how many cards does he have in his hand? Because I've done it. It can easily KO EX Pokemons and can get out of control very, very, very fast. And it has tons of hit points. It is pretty much an EX Pokemon in power and damage. So yeah, and they have pretty much access to their entire deck because they're holding it in their hand. So Metagross, I'm afraid Beldum's on the bench. Uh-oh. Now I'm so scared. And we're almost done, guys. We have Mega Rayquaza. My most popular video uploaded shows me in pretty much turn 2, turn 3 deleting EX Pokemons. And if you have that kind of power to just even KO Mega Pokemons and everything lines up, you just know this is a strong card. Now, because XY standard is different, these decks have gone out of tune, but once you start figuring out how to best make this thing a little smoother, then you gotta be afraid. Gotta be very afraid. Except now the Night March cards are kind of checking. Like this thing, uh-oh, you're gone. You're gone. So, finally, last one, we have Giratina. Now, you thought I was gonna say Mega Rayquaza right now. It's Giratina. You see this card much more, and it's dangerous because it's such an annoying effect. You wouldn't think that a Poketool or Special Energies or Stadium, yes, the lock is very annoying. And now you're counting, oh no, how many Dragon Energies does it have? How many energies is it ready to go? Because when it goes online on the active, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. So, I think that's it. These are the cards I'm afraid of most when I see them. I know what they do. I know what's coming for me, and I gotta start planning a way to get past them. Otherwise, like, yeah, nah. If you're not one of these cards, I don't need to worry. I think that works out that way. So, thank you, Integrals and Differentials. I will see you tomorrow for Gyarados. And, well, that's it for now. Bye-bye.